Welcome to Bits and Pieces Quilting. Today I want to share with you some recently completed projects, so stay tuned. Hi, I'm Michelle, and today I want to talk about some of the projects that I showed you the preview of in a previous video. I'll put a link to that one down below so you can see where I've started, and in this video I'll show you where I've ended up. The first quilt is this quilt that I'm calling Falling into Green. This was inspired by Suze at Revelation Quilts. And as I said in the upcoming projects video, I wasn't going to use the layout that she ultimately decided on, but one of the layouts that she previewed as she was making her quilt. And it is a fun project. I used a single jelly roll with a lot of extra background fabric, and it ended up making this really large quilt. I love the 3D effect of it. You can see I haven't finished quilting it yet, but I hope to finish that really soon. But the quilt top, I think, looks spectacular. It's fresh and bright, sort of says spring to me with all those different greens, and I just think it looks great. I've been really a little bit obsessed lately with that three-dimensional optical illusion, and this is just a great example of that. So thanks to Suze for the inspiration, and I hope you like the finished project. The next project that I'm really happy to have completed was the freckles bag. I have a complete tutorial on how to make this freckles bag, but I think it turned out really well. It's a fun, quick project to do. And while I had all the materials out to work on the freckles bag, specifically the vinyl that I used to put on the outside, as well as the zippers and that sort of thing, I also took the opportunity to make some Tim Tam bags. Tim Tams, I think, are probably the national cookie here in Australia, and I had a number of empty Tim Tam packets that I thought I would turn into pencil cases as well. These make really great gifts for kids and even for adults who have eaten Tim Tams their whole lives. And I can tell you that when you have a Tim Tam pencil case on your desk, people will often think that you have some candy, some cookies to offer. And they're slightly disappointed sometimes when they go to get a cookie and realize that it's your pencil case. But I think these are really cute, and these were fun projects to spend just a few hours on. I gave the Tim Tam bag, sorry, I gave the Freckles bag to the friend who had requested it in the first place, and he was really happy with it. The next project I've recently completed is the sports quilt, and it turns out that I had so much fabric, I ended up making two of them. And I think as you can see here in the video, I haven't yet finished quilting this one yet either, but I'm really pleased with the way that it turned out. I think the black and the white are a little bit reminiscent of the colors that referees often wear, and the fabric really stands out in this pattern. And in fact, I've made a video on where I have used this particular pattern 5 different times for 5 very different quilts. So be sure to check that one out. I still need to quilt it, but I'm looking forward to finishing it and gifting these two quilts to some sports fans in my life. I was also able to complete the tumbling blocks quilt. This, I had cut it a long time ago and I had the pieces, and this was perfect for that afternoon that I just wanted to sit and sew. These tumbling blocks aren't very difficult to sew together, and it was just an opportunity to push fabric through the machine. And I think many of us quilters really understand and appreciate those moments when you just want to sew. You don't want to stop and iron and cut and trim and square, but just push things under the machine. And this was a perfect project for me to do that on a recent afternoon when I just wanted to sew. I don't get too worried about how these tumbling blocks get lined up. I sew them 2 by 2 by 2, and then I take the 4Zs and sew those together, and then sew the 8Zs together. And I always plan these quilts so that it's a multiple of 4. So I think this quilt was, it's either 12 or 16 across by however many rows. So I could just keep adding those groups of 4 to each row. And then once the rows were finished, I laid them out on the floor in my sewing room to make sure that the colors weren't too clumped up together in the same spot. But again, it's meant to be scrappy, and I didn't really worry too much about the layout. It was a great afternoon just to sew fabric and really enjoyed making it. I think the final result is a really cozy and warm project, and I'm looking forward to gifting it to a new home soon as well. The final completed project to share with you is the disappearing 9 patch. I've also made a video on how to make this project, and in the end, the fat quarters I had selected, I was able to use every single little bit and piece and end up getting 2 complete disappearing 9 patches. These are a riot of color. They're bold and bright and cheerful, and I'm really happy with the way they turned out. I felt like I made really, really good use of the fat quarter bundle. Thankful that I had the extra teal fabric to use as the common denominator in each of the 9 patch blocks, and then use in the border as well to stretch it out into 2 full quilts. I still have to do the quilting on these ones. It's been summer here in Australia, so it's been a little bit warm to work on full quilting, but I will get them done soon, and I can't wait to see how they turn out in the end. The original upcoming projects video also included some small 3-dimensional blocks inspired by Carol Thean, and I haven't finished that yet. I'm still not 100% sure about the background fabric, and I'm not entirely sure how I want to lay them out yet. So that's still a project for the future. But what I have been a little bit obsessed with, frankly, is another Elizabeth Hartman pattern. So I have a whole ton of these really cute sea creature blocks that are all finished, and I still need to sew them together into the final quilt top, but I think the blocks themselves have just turned out wonderfully. So that's going to be a fun project to sew together and finish. Thanks for watching this video on some recently completed projects. Leave a comment down below to let us know what you've been working on. Have you finished something recently that you're particularly proud of? Is there a project that you've been putting off for a long time that you finally got around to? I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to check out my website at www.bitsandpiecesquilting.com, and don't forget to make the most of your fabric bits and pieces.